This Black History Month, Upper Elementary 1 learners participated in various experiences to highlight and amplify Black voices, experiences, and stories. Along with numerous class read-alouds centered on Black culture, discussions around ABAR, and students' exploration of their own interests, UE1 learners attended 2 storytelling experiences, 2 West African drumming experiences, and a visit to the Four Hens Creole Kitchen at City Foundry. Their storytelling experiences were performed by Bobby Norfolk and Kenya Waney. Pairing Black stories with music and dance, students participated in a timeless practice of communication in African cultures. 4th grader learner Selena Sims says, "I like the storytelling because the lesson was to treat others the way you want to be treated. I like the storytelling experiences with Kenya Waney because I got to play an instrument from Africa," says 4th grader Evander Page. Students also enjoyed a West African drumming and dancing experience presented by the Sheldon Music Hall. Students were able to learn and practice West African drumming and dancing with Miss Shanina during a classroom experience. On the last day of Black History Month, students attended a special, curated field trip experience at the Four Hens Creole Kitchen, a Black and woman-owned business. There, City Garden parent, Chef Brandy Artis, introduced students to the Creole cuisine. Creole is a flavor that originates from New Orleans with French, Spanish, and African roots, shares Moses Williams, UE1 6th grader. "We got to make our own toppings for bread, which was a mix of spices and butter or spices and olive oil," recounts UE1 learner Casalia Smith. Chef Brandy introduced learners to Chef Leah Chase, the owner of Dookie Chase Restaurant in New Orleans, Louisiana, and the queen of Creole cuisine. While there, students also appreciated contributions of Black artists to the space and decor of the City Foundry. 6th grader Octavia Saunders reflects on this experience by saying, "I enjoyed this experience because of the creativity and the experience. Each station at the City Foundry was different, each shared its own diversity. It's almost like an art gallery for a restaurant." This is only a small part of the work that UE1 learners do to amplify and highlight Black voices and experiences. Throughout the month, UE1 students had a number of experiences that broadened their knowledge and understanding of Black culture, and they look forward to continuing this work. Upper Elementary 2 has been engaged in a comparative literature and research project about the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Some of the products of this research are poetry, protest signs, timelines, and essays. They have also gone to several performances, both online and in person, of African storytelling and drumming. Their work will continue into March with an examination of the March on Washington using primary resources.
Hi, we're Devon. Hi, I'm Jill.
I'm Teddy.
My name is Tyron.
I'm Sam.
I'm Savannah.
And I'm Roxy.
And for Black History Month, we study Black history iconography.
What's that, you may ask?
Black history iconography is a symbol or an icon that has something to do with Black history, such as the Black Power Fist or a shirt that says, "I can't breathe," which is supposed to make you think, research, and support a cause.
We made rubber stamps for printmaking to show Black history icons. Some of the icons we made, we repurposed from other Black history icons, and some icons we came up with by ourselves.
And this is how we did it. We're going to take a lino color cutter, and we are going to cut away from ourselves with a rubber block. And to protect yourself, you're going to use the safety glove, which goes on your non-dominant hand. This is my stamp. My stamp means, or the fist I made represents unity or solidarity, generally with oppressed people. The Black Lives Matter fist, also known as the Black Power fist, is a logo generally associated with Black nationalism, Black pride, solidarity, and socialism. But to me, the Black Lives Matter fist means power and that people will stick together no matter what. The Black Lives Matter fist has been closely tied to social tumult throughout history, yet the gesture's representation of strength and hope endures.
This is my icon, and it represents Black Lives Matter.
This is my stamp, and it represents bonding with different races, even after social tumult for hundreds of years. So it also represents equality between all, and that everyone should get a chance to do anything they want to.
This is my icon. My Black History Month stamp has 2 hands, one black and one gold, the official Black Lives Matter colors, forming a heart with a quote from Michael Jackson, which I think really resonates with the cause of racial justice. Racial inequality has been a problem in our country for over 500 years. Even after the Civil War, people of color were still treated unfairly, given unfair jobs, unfair job opportunities, segregation, and murder, which the world was still indifferent to until over 100 years later after the unjust murder of Michael Brown Jr. My symbol represents unity and the ability to understand and learn.
My Black History Month stamp is the Anance Tauntaun, which is an Adinkra symbol for wisdom and represents wisdom, creativity, and It is also called the Anansi's Web in reference to the folk tales about Anansi the spider.
This is my stamp. It is a symbol for racial equality with like the balance from like the women's rights protest for like the scale and then equal sign in the middle. I added this because I just thought it was a cool feature. And this is a white person and a black person, and it says they're equal because I think it's wrong that they've been black people have been horribly treated for a few thousand years, thousands of years.
So thank you, Duck Pond students, for sharing about your work in Black history. Say bye.